What's up everyone, this is ScherBR talking, welcome back to my channel. In today's video we'll be talking about off-banner Primiera, Feel the Weapons Anima. This version of Primiera uses spears contrary to the older version that uses axes, and it's actually a very good farmer. Well, let's go straight out to our srsdb.com, and there are 3 versions of Primiera in the game. The S style was limited from summer event, and then we have the first platinum style. This one uses axes, and now we have the one that uses spears. We can compare the status between the 2 versions. The platinum one has 91%, the off-banner one has 100%. That may not seem so high comparing to recent releases. She has 87% agility, that's okay for a farmer. Other status are very average, like endurance, dexterity, will, love, and charisma, but you will not be using her for boss fights unless you wanna bring her to remembrance battles. Well, her focus is on STR and agility because of the bonuses and arrows as well, so that's pretty nice. It will increase her chance of attacking first, and she needs that. Well, for passives we have strength and energy too. Attack increases by 10% and she starts the fight with 12. This is important for her cycle options. The second one, Hardy Wallop 5. On full HP she increases damage by 30%. Well, we hate Hardy Wallop passives because it's restricted to full HP. We can have different passives like attacking weak targets with 30% increase as well, but they just did that because she's not a premium unit, and well, if it was a premium one, it would not have this thing. Then Hyper Overtension increases damage by 20% at all times, 35 on combo and 50% on overdrive. She'll hardly ever get to overdrive because she's a farmer, but if you look on this, it's not so bad. Even if there's Hardy Wallop, she's farming, she's not getting hit most of the time. She gets 60% increase in damage. So the STR is a little lower than expected, but the passives themselves are not bad. Well, ScherBR has 60%. That's good enough for farming, well, but it all depends on the skills that she has access to, right? Well, the first one is Grasshopper. This one is not bad. It has 2 BP coast and deals both pierce and slash damage with C power and 17 mod. To start the B power, you need to reach 20. So this one has a chance to stun as well. And she does not stun so well. Maybe in Remembrance Battle in the future with high status she can stun Kazinsi, but by itself it's pretty hard to get that. But the damage is nice since there's double elements. Then the second attack is called Scattered Sparks, and this is actually her selling point in my opinion. It's an AoE attack with heat and pierce, C power and 16 mod. It's not so powerful by itself, but by passives and having double elements, it's gonna be very easy to use. You can place her in the front line of an Amazon Raid X formation and she can attack 3 times in a row. Now we are farming story mode again, and the combination of pierce and heat seems pretty nice. We can kinda compare her to ScherBR as well because, well, how ScherBR does compare to her? Well, Wave Trust is C power as well. It's pierce and cold. Well, he does have a fast attack that buffs people around, but remember, he's a premium unit. We can also compare this to Fornews. Fornews also has an AoE attack with pierce and something, as you can see here. It's just a little extra, it's 18 mod, but they have a higher BP coast. You see here, it's 8 BP coast. In her case, it's only 6. The other character that's comparable with a similar setup is the latest version of Cordelia. She has a 6 BP attack called Sprinkle. So, in all honesty, Primiera attack is just a heat version of Sprinkle because it has the same mod. So, the other character that has something similar as well is Alosis. And Alosis is a very good farmer now. He has a lot of damage passives and he can keep using Run Trample. In his case, it's Pierce and Blunt. So it's a little different. He does more damage than the others, but he actually can use the help from Dan. But now let's get back to Primiera, just to showcase that at least the skill itself has a premium feel to it. And she can use 3 times easily, just like Cordelia. And more about the heat thing than about the pierce thing. We can use her in Amazon Raid X formation to try to do heat damage against enemies, and that worked pretty fine. Then the last attack is called Heavenlies Strike. For 11 BP we have a triple S attack that deals pierce and slash. That's nice. You see that she's all doing double elements with her single target attack, and even with the AoE. This time it's slash instead of heat. A little more generic. This attack is strong by itself and it gives her morale up medium, so increasing damage by 25% that lasts for 3 turns. This is something that she wants to do, and then after that she will just be using normal attacks if she wants to get back to Heavenlies Strike, or else she would not have enough PP. This attack is actually stolen from someone. We have Nibblestern. Nibblestern has the same attack as you can see here, Heavenlies Strike, 11 VP. He also starts with 12. The Nibblestern does have single target and AoE cycles. He does have a little more damage. He buffs himself on start of a turn. For long fights is much better as well. But she wins against the Nibblestern on something. In 3 AoE attacks. He only has a very powerful one coming from Big Wheels Plus, and then he has to rely on the cheaper one called Gale Spears. The damage is a little inferior than this version of Primiera, although pretty similar, so at least she can do similar to him when farming only, of course, because she needs to stay on full HP. So that shows at least that she can be compared to premium styles, just on the right levels, just when doing farming. But in my opinion, she's more about scattered sparks than the single target cycle. If you are running on auto, she's gonna use Heavenlies Strike first and then Grasshopper 2 times. It's gonna receive the increased damage from rally up, allowing her to reach good damage, but she just has to rely on full HP to get full potential, so why use her in situations where she can get hit? Not so good for raids. Now for inheritance, we can go for her platinum style. There is the double swipe attack. Double hits for 6 BP, it's not bad, because of 60% damage increase is actually gonna do respectable damage. If you are missing out and you are starting the game, you can place her on the front line of Amazon Raid X formation. If there is content with only 1 enemy, she's gonna do well, but that's pretty restricted anyway. Sky Drive does get amplified in the future for triple S damage, and she can use on turn 1 and turn 3. That can help her in some cycles, but still I don't think she's gonna stay competitive for this. And the S style does have a column attack, but the power is low. It's only C, and right now, if you're gonna go for row and column attacks meta, the characters that stay relevant have at least B power or A power. This is not gonna be strong enough for the future. And reverse delta for powerful attack on turn 1 instead of the Sky Drive. It has a little extra power, but well, again, there's so many competition on the slash department. With all that said, she's gonna receive an S grade to our tier list just because of the AoE cycle. Besides the AoE cycle, I don't think she has much to offer, and she's just a replacement for those missing out in the options I mentioned. So if you see Primiera on an off-banner selection, she's not the best one to choose from, but if you get her accidentally by RNG, train her. She has a usage just a little more restricted than other premium ones, but replaces the characters I just mentioned it if you don't have them. Thanks so much for watching this video. Please subscribe if you haven't, and if you want to support the channel, the links in the description. I hope to see you soon in the next one. Bye.